Very good evening. We are there with the topic of prepositions. Yesterday we have discussed already that is preposition is the father of the grammar, the German grammar. Why? And the very important thing we'll have to remember is regarding preposition is a statement. Different prepositions have different meaning in different context. I repeat, prepositions have a quality or a speciality in German. Different prepositions have different meaning in different context. So when I come up into that prepositions, so we are coming or discussing that different prepositions have different meaning into different context. And prepositions are of three types. The first type is of pure accusative prepositions. Second one, pure dative preposition. And the third one is the common prepositions. Into the last lecture, we discussed about the pure accusative preposition, that is der, für, ohne, entlang, gegen, bis. We also discussed about their meanings with the different examples, with the sentences. We had covered already that yesterday. So let's proceed now on to the next topic, that is pure dative prepositions. When I come up into the pure dative preposition, the first preposition is my aus. That is, the meanings are from, made up of, consist of, out of, an enclosed area or out. Now, into that, what is that? We'll be discussing with the examples. The first one, Peter trinkt den Saft aus dem Glas. That is, Peter drinks the juice from the glass. Now, this aus is your pure dative preposition. So, whatever will be coming after the aus will be pure dative. So, that is aus dem Glas. Next one, Pav Bhaji basted aus vielen Gemüse. That is, Pav Bhaji contains or is made up of many or from many vegetables. So aus vielen Gemüse, aus plus dative. So vielen is coming up from the dative plural. So that is vielen. Next one. Das die Halskette ist aus Gold. That is, the necklace is made up of gold. Next one. Maria nimmt NIMMT. I'll put it up here. NIMMT. So Maria nimmt then tomato ketchup. That is, Maria takes the tomato ketchup from the Kühlschrank. That is, from the refrigerator. Kühlschrank is their Kühlschrank. So their Kühlschrank will be becoming them Kühlschrank in dative. So the sentence is, Maria takes the tomato ketchup from the refrigerator. Aus plus dative is there. So that is aus dem Kühlschrank. So actually shrunk is their shrunk. So their shrunk changes to them shrunk. So because of that, I have up here is aus dem Kühlschrank. Next one, the last one, Ronald kommt aus Französisch. Here I have made up a mistake. Actually, the answer should be, that is, Frankreich. that is France. And Französisch is your French language. So aus is used to denote that is the source. That is here I have written up into the meanings. See here aus that is from denoting the source. Whenever I say that this thing is made up of, into that also I will be using up that is the preposition aus. Like yesterday only we discussed that is the table is made up of wood. So der Tisch ist aus dem Holz. On the same ground consist of, we have discussed, out of, an enclosed area, and the last one is out also. Like for example, when I put it up, that is their or their fancier is out. That is, it is off also. It is out. Into that also we can use up this preposition that is aus. So here we have discussed about aus. I am moving ahead into the next one. The next preposition which I have for you is fun. Now let's have up the examples first and then we'll come up onto the actual meanings. Here when I was teaching you into the earlier slide, that was aus. Aus was that is the source and all. But here when I have up here is font is also that is from. But what is the difference is font is used for local places or people. When I say that is he comes from the school, he comes from the doctor. So I won't say that is er kommt aus dem Arzt. It will be totally wrong. So what I'll put it up is er kommt von dem Arzt. That is he is coming from the doctor. On the same grounds, if he is coming from his aunt, he went to meet his aunt and he is returning back from his aunt. So what will I put it up as? Er kommt von seiner Tante. On the same grounds, the next meaning of von is also that is of, that is genitive case. Like for example, die Tasche von meiner Tante. That is the bag of my aunt. Into that also I have that is the genitive case. On the same ground, the third meaning is from. That is the starting point or the dated. Yesterday we discussed the example also onto it. The first sentence, er hat den Brief verstellt. Verstellen is actually to misplace. That is, he has lost or he has misplaced the letter of. Please pay attention onto that. He has lost or he has misplaced the letter of. Now, what is that of? That is your von preposition and von plus them. So that is von 2. Januar 2019, that is 2nd January 2019. The next meaning of on is also the shops are open. Geöffnet is open from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock whenever I have a duration. So into that duration also I will be using a that is von 10 Uhr bis 2 Uhr. If I wanted to ask you is, wie lange dauert deine Schule? Wie lange dauert deine Schule? So what will be your answer is, die Schule dauert, just a minute, I'll put it up down. Die Schule dauert, just a minute students. Die Schule, Dauer is to last. Von acht Uhr bis 2 Uhr. That is, the school starts at 8 o'clock and it lasts till 2 o'clock. So, into that also you may use it up. The next one, what I have up for you is that is this book. That is, this book is from Tina. That is from Tina. Here also we have already studied the meaning of font is also that is by agency or by authorship. Next example is vom Bahnhof, that is from the local places. See, vom Bahnhof, from the doctor. So vom Bahnhof geht er nach Hause. I might put it up that is von der Schule geht er zur Musikklasse. That is from the school he goes to music class. So what will be that? Von plus dative. So von der Schule, that is from the school he goes to the music class. So again there also you will be using them, that is von der Musikklasse. The last one, Lockdown findet von 16 März ab start. Here the verb is start finden. Start finden is actually to take place. So that is lockdown took place from 16th of March and onward. When I have this up here, what does this up denote? That is, it is still going on. It has not stopped. Please, whatever your doubts are there, please jot it down somewhere so that we can discuss it at the last. I'll repeat the slides again. So shall we proceed? Shall we proceed ahead? The first one we have discussed, that was aus. That is aus was, that is from the cities and countries and all, that is an origin. But for font is also that is from, but that is from local places of people. And again by agencies. Next meaning that is of we have discussed. And here were the few examples. So let's move ahead onto the next one now. Just a minute. My next preposition is there, that is nak. First, we'll come to the sentences down. Nak, we have already studied, that is two. That is two local place, two cities and countries and all. Please remember that. We have already started or we learned up that is Airfare nach Mumbai, Airfare nach Deutschland. So we have already studied that is a nach, that is one meaning of nach is that is two. The second meaning of Nak is after some activity. So when I come up with after that activity, that is nach dem Frühstück. That is after the breakfast, liest eine Zeitung. That is he reads a newspaper. I might put it up after reading, he will be answering. So what will be that after reading? So just a minute, I'll write it down for you. Nach dem Lesen sieht fern. What is that? After reading, he watches TV. So that is nach dem Lesen sieht fern. So the first meaning of nach we have already discussed, that is two. The second meaning we discussed, that is after. On the same grounds, the third one is in related to time. So what is that in related to time? Please focus on to it. That is, jetzt ist es ein Viertel nach sieben. So when I come up onto that nach Viertel, ein Viertel nach sieben, that is quarter past seven. So here there is a small mistake which I have made up as sieben spelling is Sieben, and the next one here the mistake is this ist will be there at the second place. Jetzt ist es ein Viertel nach sieben. So that is now it is quarter past seven. So here we discuss the meanings of nach. The first meaning is that is to cities, countries, directions, adverb of places. Second meaning we discuss that is the after activity. The third one which we have discussed that is related to time. That is, it is quarter past seven, 10 minutes past eight. So we have learnt up the meanings of nak. But the last one here, very, very important, which we should always remember what is that. Here, the exception that is nach Hauser. What is that? Into the next slide when I'll be coming up is here, what are we discussing here is nak is used for cities or countries whenever I have up is two. That is two cities or countries, that is, but here there's an exception that is Nachhauser. Nachhauser being up in local. But what am I using up is? I'm using up is Ich nachher gehen sie nach Hause. That is, later they will be going to home. So please remember this nach Hause. Why this nach Hause? Why it is an exception? You will be coming to know into the next slide. What is there into the next slide? I'll take you there. Onto the next slide I have up is the preposition that is zu. The next preposition which we have up over here, which we are discussing, is zu. The meaning of zu is also two. So please do not get confused. What is the thing here? What is the main thing which you will have to understand is the meaning of zu is two. But when is that two used up? For local places or people. And what was there onto the earlier slide? Nak is used for cities, countries. When I wanted to say that is, I am going to Pune. So, ish geha zu Pune, you can't say. When you wanted to say that is, I'm going to Pimpri, I'm going to Chinchwad, I'm going to Akori. Being local also, you can't use up this zoo. For cities and countries, it has to be and has to be nak. Siddhant, you have raised up an hand. I'll be discussing. Let me go up into the flow. I'll discuss the doubts later. So here the example is V comma ish zur post. That is, how can I come to the post? Matlab, how can I travel to the post when you are asking somebody for the directions? So into that case, that is V comma ish zur post. On the same grounds, if I wanted to say is, how can I come to the college? So college is their college. So that will be zoo plus them. Please pay attention onto that. When I'm writing, when I have up here is zur. Zur is actually the full form of zoo plus their. Onto the same grounds, if I wanted to put it up as to the college, so that will be zum college. That is zoo plus them. That is dative case. On the same grounds, if I wanted to say that is something or to Erica, like for example, I'm putting up that is to a name and all. So into that will be zoo Erica, because Erica is the name of a person, and for the name of the person, I do not have articles. So that is Wie komme ich zu Erika and all. So that is for the names and all you can use up. So the first meaning of zoo which we have discussed is that is two. The next meaning of zoo is what? The next meaning of zoo is that is for the breakfast, for the lunch, for the dinner, or for the dessert. For the breakfast, I have eaten Italy. So will I put it up that is pure Frühstück, Esse and all? I can't say that. So what will be that? Into that case, zum Frühstück esse ich Pav Bhaji. I'll write it here for you. So into that case, when you say that is for breakfast and all, into that case, what will be the sentence? I'll write it out for you. So zum essen, that is for the food. Name ish pav bhaji or whatever pizza or whatever you wanted to put it up and all. On the same way, you might put it up that is zum Abendessen, zum Süßigkeiten, that is the desserts and all. So onto that you might use up that is for. So here also into the second sentence is Gehst du heute zum Arzt? That is, are you going to the doctor? So here when I come up is, are you going to the doctor? So what is that? Zum Arzt? That is zoo plus them. Are you going to your mother? So that is zu deiner Mutter. Please pay, remember all these things because into your 10th standard, into your CBSE board, you get these blanks, the fill in the blanks. The next one, ich bin krank, that is I am sick because I am working at home. It is actually vice versa. That is, I'm working at home because I am sick. Actually, the sentence is vice versa. By mistake, I have done that. So I'll write up a correct sentence for you. What will be that? So that is, ich arbeite zu Hause. That is, I'm working at home. Then ich bin krank. That is, I am sick. So into this one, when I put it up, ich arbeite zu Hause. This zu Hause is I work at home. Now here, when you would pay attention here, I have clearly specified the exception here. When I say that is at home, it's an exception. Why? Into the earlier one also I had specified that is NAC house an exception because NAC is used for cities or countries and zoo is used for local places or people. So here I can't say that is ich gehe zu Hause. That will be totally wrong. Zu Hause will be used when you are there position that is ich bin zu Hause. I am at home. So that is why I have written up that is an exception that is at home, that is zu Hause into this one. So that is ich arbeite zu Hause. The next meaning of zoo is also that is we congratulate you all. Gratulieren is that is to congratulate. We congratulate on your wedding. Zur Hochzeit, that is your wedding. Or zum Geburtstag, that is on your birthday. On the same way, this Zoom Geburtstag is put it up and many times that is what do you want it on your birthday? So was möchten Sie zum Geburtstag haben? What would you like to have on your birthday? So on your birthday you can't say that is auf, an and all. So it has to be zum Geburtstag. And the last one is Zurzeit. Zurzeit is actually that is at the present, that is at the currently and all. So that is I have written into the meaning also at present. Zurzeit habe ich ein gutes Gehalt. Gehalt is actually that is a salary. That is presently or currently I have a good salary. Gehalt is your salary. Habe ich ein gutes Gehalt. And zum Glück is by luck or luckily or fortunately. Whenever you wanted to use up the zum Glück, that has to be that is with the help of zu, that is your pure dative preposition. Next one, I suppose the meanings are clear. We'll have a small recap only. The first, the preposition which we are discussing is zoo. The meaning is to, that is local places or people. The next meaning is for, that is when you are there for the breakfast, for the lunch or the dinner and all. Next one, whenever you are traveling by foot. So onto that also, zu Fuß, that is by foot. On birthday, that is zum Geburtstag we have discussed. On the same ground, that is at present, that is currently. Luckily, if you wanted to say into your dialogues or you wanted to use it into the sentences, that is your zum Glück. So please remember that will be helping you a lot. So now, till now we have discussed four prepositions. The first one was aus, the second one was von, the third one we discussed that was nach, the fourth one we have discussed that is to. Let's move ahead onto the next one. The next preposition is there that is mit, M-I-T. When I'm discussing this myth, the very important is that is please remember the three things whenever you are learning up this myth. Myth, that is means of writing, means of traveling, or means of companionship. Companionship means when two people are there at the same position. No, or there is something kind of a peers. You don't have a senior and a junior. You both are working at the same level, or you are both playing at the same level. When I say that is the child plays with the friend or with the brother or something or with the father. When I say that is they are playing, they are at the same level. So onto that, the preposition which I'll be using that will be met, that is means of writing, means of traveling, and means of companionship. Let's have a few examples here. Sie fahren mit dem Wagen nach Italienisch, that is means of traveling, that is they are traveling by car nach Italienisch. Very important. Here I have made up a mistake. The mistake is it has to be only nach Italian and not Italianish. That is, they are traveling by car to Italy. Italianish is the language. But here, that is, they are traveling to Italy. So that is the country. So that is the thing I wanted to make you explain was the means of traveling, that is with them wagon. If I wanted to say that is by bus, so that is mit dem Bus. If I wanted to say that is by train, that is mit dem Zug, and many more like that. The next meaning of myth is means of writing. That is mit dem Bleistift. Bleistift is your their Bleistift, and their Bleistift will be changing to them. That is, we write with the pencil. On the same grounds, if I wanted to say that is, we write with the pen, so that has to be mit dem Kuli. So that is a means of writing. Next one, The next example is ich will mit euch. Mit euch is your personal pronoun of ihr in dative case. I repeat, this euch is your, this euch means that is your ear form, that is you all. Into the dative case, it becomes euch. Ich, mich, mir, du, dich, dir. Like into that, we have up is ear, euch. That is, I want to have a picnic with you all. That is mit euch. Now, when I say that is, I wanted to enjoy or plan or go for a picnic with you all. Here, there is nobody senior or junior and all. There is no hierarchy. They all will be going together and they all will be enjoying. So, into that, when I have up is mit euch, that is with you all. When I wanted to say that is, I am speaking with somebody, my friend, who is very much junior. I mean, if I address him with du, that is your informal you. So into that is ich will mit dir, that is your, again do wala form hai. That is mit dir. If I wanted to put it up is on the thing, Enen, with somebody respectful, that is into that case, I might put it up as mit Enen. The last one, the meaning of myth is at the age of. What is the sentence given up is, please go through the sentence. Mit agzen yaren darf man wählen. Wählen is actually to vote. So through the example, the thing which I wanted to make you learn is mit 18 Jahren, that is at the age of 18, one is allowed to vote. That is mit 18, that is at the age of. If I wanted to put it up as at the age of 25, I wanted to earn. So into that case, that is mit 25 Jahren, that is at the age of 25, will ich viel Geld verdienen? That is, I want to earn lots of money. So into that case, also my mit preposition will be used. I repeat, the meaning of myth is means of writing, means of traveling, and means of companionship. The fourth meaning which we have learned is at the age of, you may use up, that is myth. Next one. So we have discussed 5 prepositions. The first one was aus, second one was von, third one was nach, fourth one was zu, fifth one is mit. Now the next one is on the similar lines, that is your by. Now when I come up with by, see into the meanings, I have listed few things. We'll come to these meanings later. First, we'll be going to the sentences. The first one is the meaning of by, that is with. But when I come up with the meaning that is with, don't get confused with the earlier one, that is mit. Mit is used when you both are at the same position, when you are at the companionship. But when I say that is by, that is with, by, that is with, into that one is junior or under the guidance of, into that case I'll be using a by. What are the sentences? See, er arbeitet by meinem Onkel. That is, he works under the care of my uncle or under the guidance of my uncle. Whenever you say that is, ich wohne bei meiner Tante in Deutschland, that is, I am staying in Germany, but with my this thing, aunt. So by meiner Tante, that is under the care of my aunt. So that is er arbeitet by meinem Onkel, or the sentence which we discuss now, that is wohnt bei meiner Tante in Deutschland. That is, he stays under the care of my aunt in Germany. The next one is telco company, that is arbeitet by telco company. That is, again, here you can't say that is arbeitet mit telco. When you are working with some company and all, it has to be by only. On the next, Peter ist bei uns zum Tee. That is, Peter is with us. So that is by uns. By uns zum Tee. Very important. If you might have remembered into the zoo, when we were discussing that zoo preposition, we had up that is for the lunch, for the dinner, for the as a sweet and all, or for the breakfast and all. On the same ground, that is zum Tee, that is for the tea. So that is Peter is with us for tea. Next one, the meaning of by is also near. So that is, I am already near the stadium. Ich bin schon beim Stadium, that is the stadium. Actually, the meaning or the spelling, I have made up a mistake, sorry. I'll write up this thing. Stadion, that is the thing, the stadium. So that is ich bin schon beim Stadium. That is, sorry, by mistake I have written up this thing. That is, I am already done with the studies and all. So it's a mistake. The last one, beim Essen sieht fern. That is, during the food he watches TV. So here, when I come up is this thing. Whenever I wanted to say that is during. So that is during the food he watches TV, or during eating, or during reading. One should not listen to the music. Yeah, during writing into that case. So what are the we have discussed the sentences. I'll come back to the sentences, but let's go to the meanings and all. The first meaning, that is by, that is with. But again, that is when I say that is with, along, there has to be something junior and senior. So there is also something, please remember, that is under the guidance of, yeah, under the care of. Next, that is near, we have already, that is, I'm already near the station. Or if I wanted to say, that is, the school lies near the station. If I wanted to say, that is, I repeat I'll write up something here for you. So that is, meine Schule liegt bei dem Bahnhof. What is that? That is, my school is situated near the station. So when I say that is near, that is your very, very important. So that is the meaning, that is near or next. At the same, on the same lines, that is while eating, while reading, while writing. See the last sentence, beim Essen sieht fern. That is, during food or during eating, he watches TV. So that is for a short period. Or the other meaning is while doing something or taking breakfast, that is, beim Frühstücken lese ich eine Zeitung. That is, during the breakfast, I read a newspaper. So that is beim Frühstücken. So that is at the time of reading and all, or to be with someone, or live with someone, or under guidance and all. So these are the meanings of by. So we have covered 6 prepositions. I repeat again. The first one was aus. Second one, von. Third one, that was nach. Fourth one, zu. Fifth one, mit. Sixth one, that is by. Now, the last two, that is seit, that is since. Seit wann lernst du Deutsch? That is, since when are you learning German? So that is seit wann, that is since when. Or ihre Großmutter liegt seit Jahren im Bett. That is, her grandmother is lying since years in the bed. That is, she is not feeling well. So that is ihre Großmutter seit Jahren liegt or whatever into the sentence which is there. Ihre Großmutter, that is, her grandmother is lying in the bed since years. Always remember, whenever I have a time, seit Jahren. So always remember, time comes before the verb or after the verb. On the same grounds, seit wann lernst du Deutsch? Since when are you learning the German? So into that, the answer can be, that is, ich lerne Deutsch seit 2 Jahren and all. That is since 2 years. Yeah, ich lerne seit 2 Jahren Deutsch, because time has to be always at the second place. Sorry, at the first place or the third place. I'll write it down for you. So what will be that? Seit wann lernst du Deutsch? Ich lerne seit 2 Jahren. That is, since 2 years I am learning German. So that is, seit has a single meaning, that is since. The last one, that is your Gegenüber. Now Gegenüber, the last preposition, that is a pure dative preposition, and the meaning is opposite to. And it comes after the noun. Please remember that. Just a minute. Huh? Gegenüber, that is, the meaning is opposite to, and it also comes after the noun as entlang. If you might remember, into the last lecture when we were discussing the pure accusative prepositions, prepositions always come before the noun. Like for example, for the family, around the table, or from the refrigerator to the doctor. So, into all these cases, what are we observing is the preposition comes before the noun. But when it comes with entlang, when it comes with gegenüber, entlang is a pure accusative preposition, that is along the river. I am saying along the river. Along is entlang, then fluss. But where I'll be writing up that entlang, that is then flows entlang. Similarly, here gegenüber also. What is that? Let's have an example. Frau Vincent wohnt uns gegenüber. That is, stays opposite to us. When I say stays opposite to us, so it should be, actually we would say, that is gegenüber, and uns should be here. But sorry, this gegenüber comes after the noun. So because of that, it is there, that is wohnt uns gegenüber. On the same grounds, the Post liegt dem Station gegenüber. What is that? The post lies opposite to the stadium. When I say that is opposite to the stadium, again gegenüber I have used up. So that is, the post is situated just opposite to the stadium. So opposite to the, that gegenüber dem Station is wrong. What is that? Dem Station gegenüber. Because this gegenüber comes after the noun. So here I come to the end of 8 prepositions. Now, into these 8 prepositions which we have learnt is the first one was, that is aus. Second one was, that was von. The third one was, that was nach. The next one was after nach, that was zu. After that, that was mit. After mit, that was by. So after these 6 prepositions, we came up here, that is with, seit and gegenüber. So in all, there are 8 pure dative prepositions. And please thorough them, and you may have a flow into it, that is aus, bei, mit, nach, von, zu, seit, gegenüber. You might have up something, a flow into it. What is that flow which you can have up is? I'll write it out for you. Aus, bei, mit, nach, von, zu, seit, gegenüber. Aus, bei, mit, nach, von, zu, seit, gegenüber. Like that also you may remember the list. But please thorough it out, and also remember the very, very important thing with which I started up my lecture. Prepositions have a peculiarity in German. What was that peculiarity? Different prepositions have different meaning in different contexts. Do not forget that. When I come up with simple aus also, what is the meaning of aus? That is made up of, I have a bus from, I have a, that is the thing, from cities and countries. And also please remember, when I come up with myth also, what was that? Means of writing, means of traveling. And also please remember, different prepositions have different meaning and different context. So here I'll stop my session. Whatever your doubts are there, please comment or send me. I will be very much, it's my pleasure actually to answer your doubts. So check it out. And wherever you would feel like, I will make up a change or I'll do it accordingly. Thank you.